Alright, so introduction out of the way. Let's just skip into this. I will probably be linking the first few answers that I did, because I believe I managed to get today's 1 through 3 before I stopped. So we'll start with day 4. February 4th for the Cacnia's 20th anniversary challenge, which again I will be linking to. Says, music can be powerful, but Pokemon music can be even more powerful. Let's take this day to let our followers know what your favorite Pokemon tunes are. It could be from the anime, the games, or the movies. Maybe even include links. I've never been huge about the Pokemon music. I've always been really fond of a lot of the town themes. Like, I have to say, I believe it's Snowbell City in X and Y has one of my favorite town themes. Just that pretty wintry theme was really nice. I listen to a lot of remixes though, that are like people that have covered, like there's someone who does really good guitar covers of like the Champion themes and stuff, and he does other fandoms, but the Pokemon ones are really good, which I will find and link to. But there are those, just, I've always been really fond of the music. It's very iconic. It's good to get you pumped, to get you excited. So I've always liked that a lot. So, but music's never been really big for me. Sorry. February 5th, not to create Gen Wars, but out of the current 6 regions, please rank your regions from favorite to least favorite. Why is that region your number 1? My favorite region has to be Hoenn. It's Hoenn, and I think I talked about it in my February 2nd blog post. There's something just about Hoenn that was just so good that it just captured everything that was what I wanted and imagined Pokemon to be. It was a region where all of the Pokemon just seemed to fit with the theme, with the environment, where you could really imagine Wingles flying from island to island, or Torkoals living in the vents in the volcano. That was always really big to me, and how everything just seemed to work out really well. Sorry, something in my eye. Hoenn was just perfect, I think, design-wise. Second favorite, I have to say, was Kalos. I liked Kalos a lot, the different environments, the different regions. I didn't like how we had to constantly double back to Lumio City a lot, but I liked how it was like this nice hub world. That was a lot of fun. I did enjoy a lot of time I spent there. Next, I have to say next I think would be Sinnoh. I liked Sinnoh a lot. Sinnoh was great with all the environments that it had. I just liked Sinnoh. I liked the feel of Sinnoh. Next would probably be Johto. Johto was great. There was a lot of fun to be had in Johto, and I liked the very traditional feel of it, and how Johto felt like a very kind of, not displaced, but it felt like it was very connected to the past. So I liked Johto and exploring Johto. Kanto was probably next. Kanto's nostalgic. I've got nothing against the Kanto region. It's just it was very nostalgic, and you got a big variety of stuff. And I liked exploring a lot when I found Kanto, especially after the Snorlaxes were out of the way. I liked all the places that I could get to now. Next would probably be, I think the only ones left is Unova, right? Hoenn, Kalos, Sinnoh, Johto, Kanto. Yeah. I think Unova was my least favorite, just because I didn't play Black and White all that much. I still haven't actually played through the game, honestly. I have it. I have White version, I think, but I never ended up, or I've got Black version, I think. I don't remember. But I never ended up playing through it, mostly because it didn't catch my interest all that much out of all the games. Black and White, and I never played Black and White 2 because I never finished Black and White 1. So, But there's a lot of praise that region gets, but I never played through it, so I have to rank it lowest just because I didn't see much of it. February 6th, Legendary Day. Top 3 legendary Pokemon and design concepts, and ultimately, which one is your favorite legendary? Why? Oh, that's a tough one. I'll have to say my favorite is Rayquaza, just because it's a beautiful green, and that's my favorite color, green dragon that's awesome and in the sky, and it's a protector, and even though it's very much based on Eastern dragons, because it's all long and stuff, its name, I think, takes some inspiration from Quetzalcoatl, which was an Aztec god, which is always great, because I don't look it at all, but I am a quarter Mexican. My grandmother's Mexican, my mom's half, and I'm a quarter. And unfortunately, because of Americanization and stuff, my grandmother and my mom never really got to explore much of our heritage with me, which I'm trying to rectify now as an adult to learn more of my heritage. And I know I'm white passing, so I won't ever face discrimination, but I'm not going to get into that today. But yeah, so seeing something that's very much got some influence from my heritage, it was really nice. Second favorite, probably Jirachi. I think Jirachi's just so delicate and pretty and cool. I liked the Jirachi movie, I think. So that was neat. I think third favorite has to be Diancie, because it's a fairy and it's pretty, and its Mega Evolution is basically a magical girl, which works for me in ways that you could never comprehend. But it's cool. In terms of design, though, like straight up just appearance-wise, I have to say I think Ho-Oh is one of the coolest design-wise. I think Arceus is a little over-designed, just a little bit. I don't, nothing against Arceus, it's not one of my favorites. Celebi has a really good design. I like Celebi and the colors and the shapes they use there. I think that's all I can say about legendaries. I love legendaries. I love all of the legendaries, but Rayquaza, Jirachi, and Diancie are my favorites. 7th, talk about Pokemon types. Favorite types. Top 5 Pokemon from that typing. What's one Pokemon type that you can't stand or your least favorite, and why? Okay, this will probably be the last one for now. I'm probably going to just post all of these videos in a row. So yeah, but legendaries, jeez. Oh, maybe I'll do one more, we'll see. Or types. My favorite type is a tie between Fairy and Ghost. Fairy because as soon as Fairy type was introduced, I fell in love with it. I love the fact that it's got this mystic, folklore-ish feel to it. I love all of the Pokemon that are in the Fairy typing. I love how they turned a bunch of Pokemon that I really care about and gave them that secondary or major Fairy type because it fits them, and that's great. I love how pink it is, but despite how pink and girly it is, it was made to crush the Dragon type, which was way overpowered for the longest time, which is really nice. And now you've got people, like I do watch YouTubers sometimes, or Poketubers, who do the whole battle thing, being like, you gotta be worried about those Fairy types, bro. And I'm just like, it's so gratifying to see something so feminine be taken so seriously in terms of battle. It's great. But Ghost type also. Ghost type's always fascinated me. I've always found it kind of cool but creepy, and there's a lot of spiritualism influence and mysticism influence, which is really great. And that's always been a weak point of mine. I've loved those like mysteries and paranormal stuff. My top favorite from the types, I'd have to say, are in no particular order, just the order that I think of them. Gardevoir and the whole Gardevoir line is really great in terms of fairy types. I like Azumarill a lot. Azumarill was super useful in my playthrough through X version. Lots of love for Azumarill. Mawile, I've always loved Mawile, but I'm glad that it got the Mega Evolution because it's so cool. Let's see, fairy types. I like Sylveon. Sylveon's neat. Sylveon's really cool. I think it's just a really pretty evolution. And, fuck it, Mega Altaria. I know it's not technically a fairy type like normally, but I love Altaria. It's so pretty and blue and awesome, so I'm glad that I got the fairy Mega. And then, for ghost types, Misdreavus is good. I like Mismagius too. Frostless is great. I like Pumpkaboo. I like the Pumpkaboo and Phantump lines that were introduced this generation. So I'm going to count those as one because I love them both equally. Ghost types. I love ghost types. Sableye, really good. Really love Sableye, and I'm falling for the Chandelure line, and I'm gonna blame Duran for this because my love has only grown since I've gotten to know him better, and he loves Chandelure. So, shout out to Chandelure. Least favorite type. I don't really have a least favorite, but I find that I don't use. Oh no, I try to use them all equally. I don't really have a least favorite type. I guess I feel like water type, there's a lot of water type Pokemon, which I get it. There's a lot of ocean and water in every world, in every region, but I feel like we could do with a few less water types and a few more ghost types and fairy types and stuff. And I feel like ground type is really powerful, but I don't use it as often as I should. But yeah. So that's all for now. I'll probably be posting these short videos on my personal YouTube as unlisted, and then just reblogging or adding them to my blog. So look forward to more, and I will all tag these as the Pokemon Challenge and stuff with what days are in them, and there will be links underneath. So check those out and follow Nidoran Duran. He's awesome. He's great. I'm throwing a shout out, and you can't stop me. See you guys later.